Hi everybody, my name's Dave. Welcome to the Jackaroo 4-wheel drive and camping channel. The channel where we've done more work and less play for 2024 and most of 2025. From a cylinder head with 3 cracks in it to a knap camshaft. Yes, we've dealt with pretty much everything this year. So why am I making this video? Well, I haven't made a video for a number of weeks and it's mainly to do with the weather. It's been pouring down, raining, cold. Mainly rain, but partly because I've had enough. However, my car does work and there is still some issues that need addressing as follows. Since I got the car running, it is at a moment where it almost stops. Details about that in a minute. There is a leak from the front drive shaft seal in the front differential. If I park the car facing that way up the hill, it leaks, and if I reverse it up and it's facing downwards, it doesn't leak. So it's definitely the drive shaft seal. It needs a new seal. But can I get one? Simple answer is not a chance. Complicated answer is maybe I can. I'm still waiting to hear. 4-wheel drive will not select. We think it's a vacuum pipe, but equally it could be a VSV sensor. The front spotlights have stopped working, likely a bad connection on one of the relays. Or on the headlight connector, and there's a knocking from the front right hand running gear. I found my track rod end loose, but this is not the issue. When I've tightened that up now, that was not the issue. Now I do have a device for lining the wheels, front wheels, so I might have to try that. So the lack of power. Since fixing the car, when I set off first thing in the morning, the car was getting about 300 metres then stopping. Now when I say stopping, I mean not enough power to move the car. So it bogged down, it'd almost stall, it would be running really weak. But it wouldn't stop. See a lot of blue smoke coming out the exhaust, and then the car would pick up and run again. To run all day. Never failed. Even I turned it off and on, turned it off and on at supermarkets, at the shops. Never failed once. Started up straight away. Yeah, if I leave it overnight, yet I'm back with that problem again. So I thought at first it might be an injector, but that was something to do with the blue smoke. But now what I'm thinking is it's something to do with the oil feed for the Huey system. There must be some sort of very fine air leak or crack or something. Air's getting in. It's draining the oil back down, putting air into the system. And what's happening is the engine starts up, pushes the air up, gets into the air, into the rail, and then it won't run until it clears the air. Once it's cleared the air out of the system, then it runs fine. And the leak is that fine that it never happens again during the day because it's never off long enough for it to happen. My thoughts are an injector playing up, but I'm not too sure. I also did think of the Huey oil feed, but why only at the start? Has anyone any ideas about this? Please can you send me a message or something if you've got any thoughts on it, because all I can think of is this hairline leak. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, weather providing.